Hello everyone, welcome to Explorer Hop. In today's work example, we'll find the radius and the interval of convergence for the power series summation n is equals to 0 to infinity of 3x squared minus 7 power n over n to the power of n. So let's start. So we know that for finding the radius of convergence and the interval of convergence, we use the ratio test. And for the ratio test, we will first be needing, so the ratio test involves finding L, which is basically the limit n to the infinity of absolute value of a n plus 1 over a n. So in this case, a n is basically this part, which is 3x squared minus 7 over n to the power n. If you'll notice, I just wrote the function as a common fraction, and I just put the power outside the bracket. So this would help us in simplifying the fraction. So that's why I did it. So similarly, I'll write a n plus 1 as 3x squared minus 7 over x to the power n plus 1. So now we'll substitute these two into here, and we'll get L is equals to limit n approaches infinity of a n plus 1 divided by n. So if you notice, a n plus 1 is basically 3x squared minus 7 over x to the power of n plus 1, and this is the same thing to the power of n. So if we'll divide this with this, we will end up with 3x squared minus 7 over x to the power of 1, or just this. So we can write this as, sorry, not x, this would be n, and this would be n. So now we will evaluate this limit, and to evaluate this limit, we'll rearrange it a bit. We will, because 3x squared minus 7 can be taken out, we can just take it out of the limit, and we'll write it as 3x squared minus 7 times limit n approaches infinity of 1 over n, which is equals to 3x squared minus 7 limit n approaches infinity of 1 over n. Since n is approaching infinity, positive infinity, so it would be always infinite. So so 1 over n, the absolute value of 1 over n would be 1 over n itself. So we can just remove the absolute value signs. So yeah, we know that we very well know that this limit is always equal to 0, and this is a common limit, and so we can just replace it with 0. So 3x squared minus 7 multiplied by 0, and this is equal to 0. So we found our L to be equal to 0. And since our L is equal to 0, we know that when L is equal to 0, the power series converges. And it converges for all x. So the interval of convergence would obviously be minus infinity is less than x, which is less than infinity. So this power series would always converge irrespective of whatever value of x we choose. So next we have to find the radius of convergence. So the radius of convergence would be pretty simple in this case, and it would obviously be, as we can see, r, which is equal to infinity, because it can take the x can take any value for converging, so the radius of convergence would also be infinity. So that was all. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you all in the next lesson.